Kamala Harris voters. It is May 18th, Sunday, 2025. Here's the deal. Everybody else going to tell you the news. I'm going to tell you the assessment. I'm going to tell you why you should calm the fuck down. All right. First of all, subscribe to my channel. Period. Go ahead. Go on and do it. Because I know I'm earning your subscription with my videos because nobody's talking about the stuff I'm talking about, especially on the left, unfortunately. Here's the other thing I want you to understand, that I talk about some really deep stuff in my private groups if you can get in them, because prices are going up and stuff is closing. Get in my descriptions, at least ask about them and do something while you can, because I'm not messing around. I really am. Get ready to drive up price and close the door. It's going to be an intimate, it is an intimate group. I just did a private live yesterday and it was incredible. Here's the deal. Let's break it down. He's losing. He's losing really bad. He's running a sprint in the midst of a marathon world, okay? And he's tired, and his administration's tired. Here's the score. He is 4-67. I'll say that again. 4-67 out of 17 weeks. He is getting his butt whipped. Do not believe all of this clown stuff that he's doing. What do I mean by clown stuff? Alcatraz, third term. I'm going to accept the plane. I'm going to outlaw corn, but I didn't mean corn. I mean the other one with a P, okay? I'm going to do all this crazy stuff. I'm going to make it easier to prosecute Democratic Congress. Oh, I'm not saying he won't do that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he won't do any of these things. What I'm saying is, think for a minute. Does he want you looking at that? Or does he want you looking at the 880 and the 300? Darren, what's the 880 and the 300? 880 billion he's trying to get from the budget, which he wasn't able to do this week, okay? And I'll break down what that means. Basically, it's not so much that the GOPs who buck back at him care about charging poor people. They don't. What they care about is raising the debt ceiling, which they have to do. All the stuff they cut from people who don't have anything, and then they still got to raise the debt ceiling to make deals for billionaires. And they do care about that. Go figure, right? And they're in trouble. And remember, 80% of the people are against this bill cutting the Medicaid. So it is an ongoing battle by challengers. Who are the challengers? Well, I teach something called the Trump failing formula in my private clarity group while it's open, because it's going to close and its price go up when I open it up again. The clarity group, and you can go in my descriptions, ask about it while you can. I'm not messing around. Price going up. Here's the thing I want you to understand about this, and you're missing out on that group. Let me tell you, the biggest thing comes down to psychology. What I mean by psychology is that they are messing with your head and trying to get you to misdirect focus from what's really going on. What's really going on? Them trying to take that $880 billion out, which is going to be a big task. Okay. Who's challenging them? 23 Democratic states that include governors and attorney generals. The ACLU, indivisible.org, moveon.org, and damn near every nonprofit out there that's fighting left and right. And the judges themselves have been ruling against them, including Trump, Bush, and Reagan appointed judges. They're not playing. These are people who are traditionalists, conservatives. They didn't get in this to be MAGA, most of them. I'm trying to tell you, the biggest thing right now is to grasp on to what's really happening. That's what we're talking about. So I want you to grasp on to what's really happening. Do not let these people alarm you. And the big people I'm talking about that disturb me the most are the left. What I call the alarmist left. These are the people running out here telling you, breaking news, blah, 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 blah. And it's not just one person. Some of you think I'm calling out specific people. No, it's thousands of them. Thousands who are doing that. And you're getting high anxiety thinking the world's ending. And I'm telling you right now, it's not. because one, he's 4 to 67 in legal cases. Two, you got some of the most powerful people in the country fighting him back in the form of judges, the judicial branch, nonprofits, and attorney generals and governors, almost half the union, 23 states. And then three, understand he's only creating this other clown stuff. Let's start up Alcatraz again, because he knows darn well that if he gets that in the headlines, you won't notice the other stuff in the headlines. You won't notice all of the trickery he's doing. So there's $880 billion, but there's 300 too. What's 300? That's the amount of money that went into his meme coin right before the Trump trade deal for 90 days in China stopped. So basically, you got a company investing $300 million in his trade deal. That's a China company. What does that look like? I'll tell you what it looks like. It looks like a bunch of companies that are losing money from the trade tariff war and said, you know what, stop this. We're going to put this money in here just to make this deal right for 90 days because we got billions on the line. 300 ain't nothing. So some of the biggest companies got together, poured money into this cryptocurrency company, and the company invested it into Trump meme coin. And Trump, when he gets that money, here's how he uses it. His family goes out to the bank and says, we got $300 million in value for this coin. We would like to loan out, get a loan for 90% of that money. And they pay it with all of their other licensing fees and grifts that they do, whether it be buildings or water or guitars or whatever. Why? Why are they doing that? Because if they have capital gains, they get taxed, but the loans never get taxed. So here you got money on the front end paying stuff off. Remember, companies are taxed based on net, not gross like individuals. So they can money down, put that stuff in there and clear it out. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about in the Clarity Group. Real talk, real game. Real game. So I'm saying all of you very clearly, yeah. Have I earned your subscription on this? Your call. Point is this. Don't fall for the BS. They're setting this up to worry the heck out of you, misdirect you, so you can go in there. And unfortunately, a lot of the alarmists left for doing it too. The good news is that we're winning. The good news is that if you keep focused, you'll keep your peace. You also understand that there are people out there that are working to your advantage.